Hey, folks, welcome to the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge. I'm Mort, and this is, it's me. Bones is behind me coming up. We got a fun-filled hour for you, I suppose. Or maybe not.
Probably not.
It's probably whatever you get. We're going to talk about, probably some basketball.
Football.
We got football?
Oh, lots of trades, man.
Oh, trades. Yeah, trades. Always trades.
Lots of trades.
But basketball's the thing that's going on right now. Excuse me. Gentlemen.
Kevin, Tom, Dirk, Ronnie.
What are you smoking?
I'm smoking the Aging Room Rare Collection.
Do you know what that is?
There's a GTO of some sort.
It is not.
I have no clue.
Spice Bomb.
Oh,
Spice Bomb.
from Miami Cigar.
Miami cigar bundles. They're really good. Really good cigars. And you got a New World.
A New World by AJ
Fernandez.
Fernandez.
Who rocked your world?
AJ Fernandez.
Right now,
Oh.
yeah, AJ will.
And on deck, I have a new Cigar Clowns little,
A little firecracker.
yeah. And I got some big poppy firecrackers.
Tommy, Ronnie.
Thought you weren't
Derek.
buying anymore.
No, that
Bruce
was
and
months ago. That's
Christy.
over and done.
Oh,
with.
that's over with.
Yeah, that's all
He's
news.
buying now.
That's
old
all
news.
news. I don't know why you guys keep on bringing that up.
Yeah.
What do you buy?
4 cigars.
Okay.
You know.
Them big poppies.
Oh, nice.
I bought a box today too. Okay.
Dustin. Hadn't seen your name in a long
Oh,
time.
yeah. Louisiana.
Welcome. I see his stuff all the time. Every time
Yeah.
I go to Rouse's.
Yeah,
I know the dude that put that there.
Yeah, but he comes here. He never stops in to smoke.
He's got business.
I don't care. Stop and say hello.
I mean, if
Anyway.
you got business going on, you don't have time to stop and say hello, do you?
So the Saints finally signed Winston today. The $28 million,
For 2 years.
2 years. I think 14 guaranteed. I think
So he
that's.
gets half of it guaranteed.
I think that's a good deal. So I just saw.
For him.
Yeah.
No, look at this. This just came. Somebody just put this together. It's a little one of those little memes, right? And it says, okay, Lamar Jackson, Kyler, Herbert, and Burrow combined guaranteed money, $106 million between the 1, 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson, $230 million guaranteed.
Yeah, that was a little
230.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't care what you guys say.
That's a little
Nobody
ridiculous.
is worth that kind of money.
Hey, Ronnie, the reason it's smoky is because we smoke here.
Yeah. Whoop,
Oh, that's not the right one.
whoop, whoop.
Because ventilation sucks.
Not for
The new
long.
shop
Welcome, Bruce.
will have nice ventilation.
Yes,
Yes.
new ventilation, fans, all sorts of shit.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. I got a chance to do a
I
little
found
walk
out
through.
today that I already told you, but I get the arm done in 6
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah, 6
Yep.
weeks.
It's getting done finally.
Yeah. Well,
David's getting hers.
maybe
done.
that'll eliminate, your irritability.
Well, just-
Yeah, maybe.
She's,
And she's getting hers done when?
Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, the missus wanted to ask me, are you taking leave or are you teleworking?
I'm taking a leave.
Oh, I thought you were. I said I'd
It's the right thing to do.
use up sick leave is what I do.
Oh, yeah.
Got to use the daylights out of that.
Even if I don't want to use up sick leave,
I'm going to use
telework
it.
is not the right thing to do. I mean, I can talk
Absolutely.
to bosses, but I don't let my own folks do that. I'm not going to do it.
Right.
It's just not the right thing to do.
She didn't know how much time you were going to spend, baby and the Frau. 4 days. 4 days babying her. Yeah.
Well, you only wanted one.
Nah, she'll appreciate it.
No, she'll be good though. It's just a little incision. Should be good Should be good the next day, Tuesday.
Gets
But they
released the
said
next
no. I
day.
said I'll take 4 days. No, she's leaving that day.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah,
Good.
in and
Good
out.
for her.
In and out.
Oh yeah, it's
Well,
yeah.
I kept Shane a night over when he got his done, but his was flamed and everything like that. He
Yeah.
waited too long.
Okay.
Bruce, you can do either Facebook or YouTube,
So I'm wondering though,
whichever.
when was his surgery later in the afternoon, or was it in the morning? If it's in the
Who
morning,
you talking about?
Shane
Shane.
Tanner.
Oh, he has gallbladder out too. Is that why he was so sick?
Yeah.
Because if
He
he
waited.
never want to go to the doctor.
No.
yeah, no,
He was just shy of gallstones. Then.
Oh,
they probably
gold
didn't.
ball.
Probably had them.
Just gold bowling balls. That's what they should have been.
Yeah, if they did the surgery later in the afternoon.
Yeah, and then they sleep overnight. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people get them for another day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, especially if you got good insurance.
Absolutely.
You got good insurance, we're
Yeah.
keeping it.
Yeah.
So who's number one in the pool?
Who? You?
Milo, isn't it?
Milo's. He's got the 460 points, but he can only score like 500. He's out. He's done.
He's done.
He's done.
He's still number one right
It's just
now.
a matter of, he ain't gonna do nothing. And Fast State is right behind him. But so with Kentucky losing to St. Peter's, okay, which is a super big freaking upset.
That was a big upset.
Okay, they're already talking about Coach K or Coach C getting kicked out. Getting sent Calipari. Bye. He's done nothing but win since he's been there.
Right.
Okay, he's got a lot of one and done players and all that shit. But you know what his buyout is?
Oh, I can only imagine. This is Kentucky, right?
Yeah, I read that today.
That's,
I'm like,
that's
holy
basketball youth.
shit.
So it's
Yeah.
what is it? How many million
52 million
for the
For the
buyout?
coach,
Just for the buyout.
for college basketball.
for him to leave.
Yeah, if they want to get rid of him, they got to give him 52
Nah,
million.
they ain't gonna get rid of him then.
to say bye-bye.
They ain't gonna get rid of him then.
Boy,
But they won. All right, they got knocked out by St. Peter's. But I mean, that's what the whole
that's March
tournament is
Madness.
about.
That's
Yeah.
why they call it
You root
madness.
for the
Yeah,
under-
because you never know.
You root for the underdog unless it's going to screw up your pool.
The thing is, when you get like the 16 seed that beats the number one,
Only
that's happened
one
once. But you usually have some weird upsets that I didn't see that one coming.
You think Gonzaga's gonna win it all?
That's what I've got. My choice.
Yeah. Who you think, Bones?
I got Gonzaga in one and Kansas in the other. But Gonzaga's hasn't impressed me that last game. The big kids didn't.
You know
have a
what?
very
We were
good
watching the game. We watched many games, but with Duke the other night, they won by a bunch. But at the last 2 minutes, it was tied, and they were going down the court like lightning. And the other team were acting like there was 10 minutes left in the quarter, and I'm going, or in the final, I'm going, what are they doing? They had a chance to win, beat Duke,
Yeah.
and they were slouching.
Duke's composure is they got
Yeah,
great
but they were-
composure as a team.
But they were moving the
they
ball
don't- they're
because
taught
they were
that.
saying,
Because their coach is saying, slow down, enjoy the game. Just
They
yeah,
don't-
but they were moving fast.
I know.
They were moving fast, and the other team wasn't capitalizing.
That's why they were
doing the
moving.
same
That's
thing.
why they were moving fast because the other guys were slow, and they said, "All right, we're going to get them."
Yeah, and
Speed it
they
up.
could have won that game.
But they interviewed the coach and he says, what do you tell your team, in situations like that? He says, I tell them, slow down and enjoy the game.
Yeah,
It's not often that you're going to be in a place like this.
yeah, right. Yeah. Now we're at the Sweet 16,
Yep.
starting Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Thursday night.
First game was like 6:30.
And then what's the national championship? Tuesday night.
Tuesday night,
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then
Off Monday.
off Monday.
And then
Thursday,
Tuesday.
Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, off
Mhm.
Monday. And game is Tuesday, which is going to be
That should be
interesting.
fun.
It's going to be interesting this year.
I like no
It's
matter who it
always
is, it's fun.
I was listening to XM radio and the DJ on there was saying, he's not a great big huge sports fan. He says, but I really enjoy watching sports at the end of the season when they're doing the championship rounds.
Sure.
Oh,
He says it doesn't matter whether it's baseball, football, hockey,
Yeah,
soccer,
that's when it's really interesting.
any of those. He says,
Well,
I'm
if they're not
watching
doing their best,
Well, that's where the money's at.
yeah, but I'm just saying they're doing their best. They're trying to do their best.
At the end of the season, you're looking at what's supposed to be the best of the teams that are
Yes,
left.
the premium.
Yes, these are the
You're right.
guys that are.
I think especially in March Madness it's that way because they're young kids and they're excited and they're giving it their all.
Yeah.
Because you can see how upset they get crying and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's it's hard to look at a 7-footer crying. You know what I mean?
Well, think about it. The kids out there for 2 periods, one half to 2 halves, 2 periods, and they're giving their all.
Right.
They're putting it all out on the line. They're falling down on this hard ass floor.
Yeah.
They're getting injured. It is horrible as far as the beating that they take on their bodies. But they're giving their all, and then all of a sudden it's just not good enough.
Yeah.
that's when the
come up
adrenaline
short.
stops.
Yeah.
The adrenaline's flowing and the adrenaline stops. What
It
else?
gets cut off.
What have you got? You got to release somehow.
And you get sad.
Yeah, you get sad.
Bruce, I have to disagree with you with that. For the fact that
The
the last 2 minutes could take for freaking ever.
It's the last 15 seconds. of the
Now,
last 2 hours.
like I was talking with David the other night, it's much better now with a 30-second shot clock than it was back in the day with no shot clock when they just go to four corners and just pass the freaking ball around.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was nothing.
I really, it just bothers me all the timeouts. I'm thinking he just took one. Didn't he say what he had to say in the last
But you know,
14
if
seconds
they get
ago?
hit like the like the coach that comes in here, Coach Tim.
Yeah,
right?
Tim.
Today's his birthday.
Oh, nice.
Happy birthday,
Didn't
Coach.
realize
Listening,
that.
Coach
So,
Tim,
but
happy-
anyway, he says what he likes about junior college basketball is when he calls a timeout, it's a timeout. Those are the only timeouts when him or the other coach call timeouts. There's no TV timeouts. There's none of this.
Yeah,
BS.
yeah,
He
yeah.
has to, your team's on the run, and you got to call. There's a timeout because the TV. He says we don't put up with that shit.
Yeah.
He goes.
That's
Division
pretty
One-
cool. I like that,
Division One's
too.
got to do that. It goes. It's that 20 minutes of basketball goes by pretty dang quick sometimes, man.
What
He
makes
said.
the final minute so slow is not only the strategy of the timeouts, but the fouls.
Yeah.
The
You know, the
flagrant
intentional foul to
Yeah.
stop the ball, 2 free throws. Now, yeah, that's what stops.
Yeah.
Well, don't you call it? I mean, that's an intentional foul.
Yes.
Is a technical, but they never call it at the end of the game when they do that. They
No.
never do that.
No.
Now, if you want to reach to the foul, yeah, but if you make it obvious, like you just grab the guy's arm,
Yeah.
which you want to
they
stop,
do that.
Yeah.
that should be a technical.
Right.
But they never call it. And that's what takes for freaking ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's if you start the game by not calling this a foul or technical, then you have to end the game that way. You've got to be consistent in your calling.
Oh,
And I know there were some people that were fussing about some of the games and the callings in some of the games, but if you watch the way the umpires work, they're not showing favoritism towards any team.
Right.
It really comes down to what the fans and what we want to see on TV. Let them play.
Right.
yeah, but you got to call. There's certain things you got to call. When I umpire and stuff, as long as you're consistent, that's all that matters. Like you said, just be consistent. Call if you're gonna call this strike zone wide, call it for both teams.
Right.
Both teams. Don't be calling one bigger, one light, whatever.
Right.
Just be consistent. But I don't know. Well, obviously, we've all seen The Godfather.
Yeah.
But the Cigar Journal I have has got a big article. I mean, basically, almost the whole magazine is based on The
Well, it's an
Godfather.
anniversary of the
Yeah.
Godfather.
50 years.
Yeah.
And he's on the cover, and some people consider him one of the greatest actors ever. And I
Marlon Brando?
yeah, but he's never in a lot of shit. I mean, I don't put him up there
You
with
know what? They're doing that from when he
Pacino
was
and-
in Streetcar Named
Yeah.
Desire and, Mara.
Stella.
Stella.
Yeah, it was Stella.
Well, what the hell is that?
I was like,
Stella. You got Mara on your mind. Who's Mara?
But
I don't know.
You're gonna dream about
you
her
dreaming
tonight,
again? But it's got
tonight
nah, he ain't the greatest.
it's
of all
got 10
time.
facts about the movie.
though. I don't know. I think he's a
Some
good.
is like
He's a great actor from old
The old times.
the other time. Yes.
Yeah.
but not even. He didn't do that many movies.
Yeah, but the ones he did, he were good at. He was good
Oh,
at.
absolutely.
And Academy Awards.
Yeah.
You know, but
I mean, that's how they judge whether he's good or not is how many Academy Awards.
You know what,
that's
too,
just
the
like
movies-
saying Tom Brady is the best quarterback ever because he's got seven rings.
Well, I mean-
Otto Graham's got more championships than Tom Brady. But anyway, I mean, you can argue, we can go back and forth to Brady
you know
all day
what?
long.
The way they do movies now and the way they did movies then to capture the acting that they did, because they have so much more assistance with the lighting and with everything now, it's almost like it's possible for you to make a mistake now. Back then, you could have, and he didn't.
Hold on a
You know what I'm
second.
saying?
Hold on a second. Dustin says we're always closed.
Huh?
Oh,
We're open. Wait, this place is open.
he might be going by the old.
Oh,
place.
Dustin.
Dustin, you're going by the
If
old
If
place.
you're going by the place behind Whataburger,
Yeah.
that has been closed for
4
No.
years.
4 years, almost over 4 years.
That numbnuts isn't even in
And,
cigars
and we're
anymore.
getting ready to move from here to the new single standalone brick and mortar right around the corner from Rouse's. You go out Rouse's parking lot, make a light, go past the parking step. second building on your right.
Yes.
Can't miss it.
Dustin, we're here late all the time, brother. And plus, call.
Yeah.
Are you open?
Yeah, that works.
Like
That's
what's the ball
actually
saying?
if he's going home and he wants to be fast at getting there, he can stop at the new shop
Hit
and then
57.
hit up 57 and get right on the interstate and be out of
So
here.
that's what I was saying, because
He's
I
from
told you
Louisiana,
guys
yeah.
when, like, since I worked on a couple of them, films or something like that, how that camera's right here, and you're seeing a room that's real big, and you have no idea the camera's right
Which
there
they
by
cut-
him up.
I saw episode 2 of something about Pam. Where
Okay.
he was in. In the wedding scene.
Okay.
They cut me out.
You're
Cut
not
his
in
ass
there?
out.
Yeah, they cut us out.
What were you doing?
No,
No?
I was just sitting
No,
there enjoying
unless
myself.
unless they break it up, because the wedding scene was it. Maybe if they bring it back later on.
Maybe,
But
I don't know.
I don't. But they got it pretty quick. They argued on the floor about getting something for free. She broke her down, and they went on their
Well,
way.
there's a thing where she's calling her son out to dance.
Yeah.
If that's a part of it, that's where you would see me.
I know I saw you in the wheelchair,
Yeah, yeah.
and that was great because I mean they came in and there's Bob right there, and it's like
Well, it's
And you're
amazing
going,
how the cameras are and all the people are right there. And
Hey,
you're thinking,
Captain.
how the fuck did they get all these people out of this shot? And there's people everywhere.
Did you run your errand after work, Kate?
Sally grip, key grip.
So back to the Godfather.
Caitlin, how are you?
Had these 10 kind of little facts about it and shit. Horse's head, real or not?
Fake.
Horse's head, real or not?
I'm gonna say it was fake.
It was absolutely real.
Was it?
They said the director,
That's
He said-
gotta be.
but the actor didn't know anything about it. He thought it was going to be fake, but he wanted the.
What did they
The
do?
shock
Buy a horse
factor.
to kill it?
Well, no, the horse was on its way to the glue. Literally,
glue
they said it was
factory,
on
yeah,
its
the
way
glue
to the glue
factory.
factory.
Oh
Anyway,
wow!
And they cut the
To
fucking
be made
horse
for-
head off?
and
Wow!
put that right in the fucking bed. They said that reaction they
I'd
got.
have freaked out too.
That reaction they got in the movie was real. That
Wow.
wasn't no acting. That was real.
Wow.
Well, I can imagine why.
Yeah.
I mean, you're suddenly all of a sudden you're like, this thing is
How about the
actually.
music in that too?
I
How
thought
they
it was.
did that?
I thought it was pretty.
They
It was right on time.
Yeah, yeah.
also there were no mafia, no gangsters, nothing related to that movie whatsoever.
Okay, there was like
Had
no
partaking in that movie.
writers or
So
And-
nobody was helping fact check or anything.
no. They did that. And
But-
that is one of the great movies. Then.
But Clemenza, you got
yeah,
to play Clemenza.
yeah, yeah. He was.
He was actually related to Paul Castellano.
Yeah, yeah. I remember hearing that. Yeah.
I was like,
Wow.
and yeah, you got to read when I bring it in when I'm done with it.
Yeah, that'd be
just
cool.
Some of the
I
facts
wanna
are
read
just
that.
like I don't remember. And then his daughter played Sophie, the director, Coppola.
Yeah. I
Sophie
had this
Coppola
daughter.
played like 4 or 5 different parts in
Yeah.
3 or 4 different
Yeah,
movies.
she was a young girl at the christening,
And
and
who's he the uncle to? Francis Ford Coppola, the big actor, he's kind of went off the wall, strange, crazy type shit.
Oh, yeah, some more.
He bought the haunted house in New Orleans.
oh,
You know what
Nicolas
I'm talking
Cage.
about. Yes.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage. Yeah,
Nicolas Cage's uncle,
yeah.
but he made the movie. He made it in without.
What
him.
happened to that nut?
He's making B movies. Dude.
Yeah, he's making some.
But he's probably making a fortune doing it.
I mean,
A couple of $1 million for nothing.
Nickel and dime at a time.
Yeah.
Make 20 bad movies and.
Did you take it?
He was great in the movies with the
Oh, National Treasure.
yeah, National
But
Treasure.
he
They
came-
were great
he-
movies.
He came out the other day in an article said everybody wants him to do a third one. He said we're not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Why?
Dude, that's an easy $20
Because
million.
he's weird.
That's an
He
easy
is.
$20 million.
Well, he
pay-
loses shit.
He's a weirdo.
No, that's
Yeah.
an easy payday for him.
It would
That's a
be.
great movie.
Where did you see him? Did you watch the whole episode? She said she saw you.
There he goes.
Where? All right, I got to talk to you later. Because
Yeah.
I didn't see
See,
him
there
in
it
that
is.
in that very in the beginning of the second episode. They had a small part of the wedding, and I didn't see you.
But we had the reception.
You said the what? Well, yeah, it was they were dancing on the dance floor.
She seen him.
I gotta watch. Well, like I said, I didn't finish the episode, so there could be more
Yeah,
wedding
yeah.
down the road a little bit.
I'm joking. I did not.
Ah!
dork, you.
Yeah, you suck.
You
You
girl,
could appreciate
you.
this. I read an article, and I don't know if you've seen it in Military Times, or it could have been somewhere else too. There was a major that got discharged from the Air Force like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Okay. But he just recently got busted for stealing money and doing all that. Well, when he got out 8 years ago, they never stopped his pay.
Oh, goodness.
So he collected over $820,000 in pay.
And they messed that up.
Dude.
They discharge you. You just don't say, all right, I'll see you guys later. Ain't there a ton of paperwork you got to do?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
There is.
Oh, there may be somebody else involved in that, too.
And then he took a total of 1.5 million. How he took it, I don't know, but they said he got 820 million in pay.
You know what?
It might be BH.
820,000.
Somebody's going to come
820,000.
out. Somebody's going to come out. He has an associate with that.
That could possibly be somebody in finance that just that hooked him up.
No,
And
we
got
don't,
somebody to do. They
But
had
there's
to.
auditing done. There's a lot of auditing
because
done.
it doesn't happen on our level. When somebody gets discharged, we don't stop their pay. It gets stopped at.
I know, but
PFAS
somebody
does all
knows.
that
Somebody
shit.
did something about that. That's just not a fluke.
Dude, they could have just. I'm telling you, they got so much shit to do. They could have just missed it, man.
Man, you don't sound
Literally
like- I
missed
think
it.
I think there's something happening.
But
there.
that's one person. Out of how many people get out every year?
Yeah, millions, right?
Yeah, no,
Well,
we don't have that many. in
Tens
there.
of thousands. Tens of
Yeah, I would
thousands.
say between
Maybe
all
10,000.
with
Okay.
all the services, I say at least 10, 15.
Yeah.
That'd be good to know.
But the IRS is also having the same issues. They're the people that are electronically filing
Well, I'm saying he
they're
took
just
the
being
money
accepted.
too.
Oh, I know. He knew what he was doing. He was getting paid.
Oh,
Yeah.
he knew
He
it was
knew he was
coming
getting
in.
paid.
That's what I'm saying is maybe there's somebody else involved.
He let it go. Now, what I tell people, if for certain instances, you're trying to correct something and they overpaid you or whatnot, you take that money and you throw it in savings.
Right?
And just throw it in savings. Don't spend it. Okay.
And if it
if
comes
they ever
up, you
come
give it
back,
to them.
Yes.
Oh
Right,
yeah, I've
good
been-
idea, yeah.
I've been trying because there's people that try to get it fixed.
Yeah, and they tell them there's no
And
problem.
and it just goes. They said, just let it go to savings,
That's a good idea.
and
Yeah.
and you're
But
good.
that guy didn't.
Oh,
And you know what he's gonna do? He says, "I'm gonna lose. I lost a gambling. I was drinking and drugging."
he's gonna do
He's
gonna
going to do some hard time.
Absolutely.
He would go to Leavenworth.
Oh, yeah,
right?
he would. Because if he was still getting paid, that meant he was still military connected, even though
Yeah.
he's discharged.
Yeah, he's going to Leavenworth.
because he's still got.
Make big racks in the small ones.
I don't know about officers, but I think they're tied to
He
a
may
little
have
bit
still
longer than
had
we are.
like a 4-year or 8-year
something,
reserve
maybe.
commitment,
Yeah,
inactive
'cause-
reserve commitment,
Yeah, because I would think they're a little bit longer than
unless
we
he
are.
was a general or BCB.
Now, when he got his
No,
first
he's a
check,
major. He's a major.
It was just regular
Major.
discharge,
guys, he
Just
got his
honorable-
first check.
Honorable everything.
just time to get out.
First check, he goes, that was a mistake.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
then it came again.
It's like,
We went, man, it ain't a mistake.
Yeah,
It
that's-
just came again.
I'm not sure because once you hit the certain level in an officer, you stay in as long as you want to stay in.
Right.
Because there's no end date
right.
unless you want to end your.
There isn't
give
one
up
now
your-
with enlisted. You get a certain point as enlisted.
Right, you can. Stay
You don't
in,
even have to re-enlist. You
Which
stay
is-
in until.
which is nice. They should have done that a long time ago.
But
Now
after
the
he got his-
reserves is a different story. They
Oh,
still
yeah.
got to enlist.
After he got his 30-second check, you think he said they were making a mistake?
He was probably saying, "I'm getting over on
That
this.
was
Yeah.
pretty good.
This is
Yeah, but see, he's a major, not a minor. He should have said, "This is going to jam me up."
You would think, but
But this may have been involved too.
after about 5 or 6 of them, you're like,
Fuck it.
yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
You know,
If they don't care, I don't care. I'll take the check.
we talked about this the other day.
Ah,
The male swimmer that was 420th in the NCAA.
yeah, 436.
And now he's number one
Number
on the
one.
women's side.
Yeah.
There's an article. This girl had gotten banned.
Hey, nerds. Hey,
Wow,
Sally.
that's 2 weeks in a row.
I know.
I'm impressed.
She must be bored.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So she got banned from the Tokyo Olympics and swimming when we were there. Her name was Castor something from Jamaica or somewhere around there because she was too. What do they want to say? The NCAA, the Olympic Committee said she's too manly.
Right.
Okay, she had an overabundance of natural testosterone.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
For a woman.
Yeah, right.
So they
right.
wanted her to tone it down and take medicine to lower her testosterone level. She said, no, So it's good for one way,
Not for
but
the
not
other.
good for the other.
Did you see what?
Talking about her, the one at the standings with the, she's number one here. And her name, I was looking at how her new name is. It's 3 letters from his
First name, right in the
first
middle.
name, yeah, and then it's right in the middle.
Did you see what the governor of Florida did?
Today?
Yeah, today,
No, I did not
with
see
regards to that situation.
Oh, he signed that bill.
He said
He was trying to pass it the
he
other day.
says number 2 is the one that won that match. The governor of Florida said, "Congratulate the winner of."
Oh, really?
Yeah, totally dissed dude.
Well, he's again one of the guys in the shop, lung capacity. Regardless, you go through all the hormone therapy and all this, you still got the same size lungs. You still got the
organs,
physical, the muscle. Now, that maybe
The
eventually
muscle tone does go away. Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
But as far as we know, he hasn't been through any of the.
No, he just
He's just identifying as a female.
Yeah,
just recently.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
recently. Yeah.
So, but how does that? What does that do for your head? I mean, you can.
You've got to know that right now he's sitting here going, that was probably the biggest mistake of my life, because I'm getting nothing but national or worldwide ridicule
Yeah.
for doing this, and I can't believe that somebody talked me into doing this.
Yeah.
Well, there's a high school girl
Oh, brother.
that welcome Kerr.
Hey, Kurt.
That
Hey, Kerr.
she wrote a whole paper on this. She says, listen, I worked hard my whole life to do this, and this. I was the fastest at this in high school, at college, and this and the other thing. And now it's going to be taken away by somebody that can't compete in their own category.
Yep.
Now, somebody brought up, okay, you got men, you got women. Do you have a transgender?
Nope.
Yeah, why not that?
No,
section?
but they.
Because then you got men and women.
That is
It's still
fair.
not equal.
Then it's fair.
Well, no.
I mean, no. Well, then there's 3 categories.
It's fair. Yes, Kerr, it is.
Discussing pre-home signing.
It is.
There is a
You
new.
know what? Then it's equal.
There is a new Stoli Road shirt.
There is.
The
Well, it's not
Sandella
out
shirt.
yet.
No, it's the last.
It's in pre-production.
They made a dress now.
I saw that. Yeah.
Who's gonna wear that?
Davey wouldn't wear a dress.
I mean, I would. You gonna buy it for me? I'll wear
You
it.
can identify as a woman. With
I could, yeah.
with
You can't make any money doing it. I'll do it.
No. No.
I've been telling
I
people
go
I'm
to
gonna
I
wear.
go into the cool. When I go into the ocean on January 1st up in New Jersey, I can identify as a woman.
You certainly can, because there's gonna be a lot of shrinkage.
Kurt, when are we gonna find out? What's the word on the buddy packs, man? When are we
Yeah,
gonna
what's
find
the
out
story?
one, 2, or 3?
What's going
Or are you
on?
just gonna send them here so
Get
we
them
can
down.
reveal it on the show?
They've got a thing coming up, don't they?
On the 30th of March.
Yeah.
Are you going to reveal it on the
Zoom.
30th?
The
On the
Zoom.
Zoom call? Is that when it's going
I
to be
thought that
revealed?
was when they were going to do
Oh,
it.
okay. Oh, the 30th. When's that? That's 8 days. That would be Tuesday.
Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Thursday.
Today's the 22nd.
Tuesday's the 29th. It would be Wednesday the 30th. All right. Next Wednesday night, we know where we'll be. No patience. No patience.
I keep telling people that my retirement, the day I retire from civil service, I'm going to wear a kilt.
Here
Go to the
or in
ceremony.
general?
To the
Or to your
ceremony.
service?
Yeah.
To the
Why
ceremony.
not?
I'm going to do it
I'm there.
because it's like that is the one thing that they would expect, because I'm crazy as fuck at work sometimes. They go, oh, that's perfect.
There is no dress code.
That's perfect. So I've got to find the right
Now you're going to wear a Scottish one or an Irish one?
Irish.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm total Irish.
Yeah. So I'm just, I didn't know if you were going to do
Yeah, but
something.
isn't a kilt other than what the material looks like?
The pattern.
Could
The
be
I
pattern.
think the patterns are the
It's the
big deal.
pattern are different.
Well, then
Yeah.
if you're going to be Irish one, wear the bagpipes.
Well, no, I've got to get from County Wicklow, where my family was from. Genealogy, I found it out. So
Nobody said
County Wicklow colors, the kilt.
Yeah,
boom.
yeah.
Nobody
That'd be
said they're
beautiful.
announcing on the Zoom. We just
And you wear
assumed.
that white shirt that what's it called? Jerry Seinfeld wore on the puffy shirt.
Oh, a
It's a
Guyabera.
puffy shirt.
We're
Right?
a Wayabera and a kilt.
There you go.
I'm saying.
We just assumed you were announcing it on the Zoom, Kurt.
Yeah, we just assumed
there
that.
was-
I mean,
And Bruce, I'm with you. Mort is with you, I believe, and Morty Fax is with you. Oh yeah, right. That's and what show is that from? When you assume you make an ass of you and me. What show is that from? Where's the first time you ever heard that on TV?
I
'Cause
know.
I'll never forget that.
I'll never forget it either.
Never forget it. You get that answer, Kern, you'll get a
Carrie, where was
you'll
that?
get a
You'll get a
special
Bones.
you'll get a special present.
I remember exactly what it was.
Yes, Bruce. All the assholes are for SG2. It's close between SG2 and SG1,
1 and 2, yes.
but 3 was good. But I really thought 1 was fantastic when I smoked it, but then when I smoked 2, I was like, whoa.
My problem with 3 is it was such a hard draw.
Yeah,
It was tighter. But I poked through it and I got it.
You heard it from Dad when he was a kid. Well, guess what? Your dad, and you can ask him next time you talk to him, he got that from The Odd Couple.
Yes. Felix
Yep.
demonstrated it to the judge. They were in a courtroom scene.
Yep.
And Oscar lost it because I think that was ad lib.
It was hilarious.
Bruce
That
had
show
it
was
right.
great.
You know what I mean?
Bruce
Because
chimed in,
because
said
he went on
Felix
the chalkboard. When you do a
Bruce answers a lot.
the judge loved that. You know what I mean?
So this is how crazy the world
You
is
make an
now.
ass out of you and me.
There's a prosecutor in St. Louis. So what these guys did was there were these cops sitting in a marked police car, not necessarily a standard police car, but a marked.
Right.
It was marked.
So it was
Bells and whistles on it.
reflective and
Well,
lights
yeah,
on top and
they
everything.
said it was a marked police car.
Okay.
They tried to carjack this car, right? So when
The cops said.
so when they did that, the cops got out of whatever, and they got the guys. She's refusing to press charges.
Who is? The prosecutor? Oh, no, that's dead.
That's you as a prosecutor have lost all respect of the police department.
Absolutely.
And will get no cooperation from them because
Right.
there's a code, okay?
Yep.
There's a code.
Yep.
And they will do what they got to do to keep that code because they're not.
Now,
gonna,
talking about carjacking, you know,
yeah. You weren't here
what's
yesterday.
You weren't here yesterday.
Do you remember
Miami Mike.
Remember Miami Mike? Chips' brother-in-law.
Johnny
Showed
Chips'
us back
brother.
there. Yeah,
Sure,
you guys
they
play
died.
car-
Where
he
the
got
scuba diving church?
He got carjacked.
He got carjacked in Miami 2 days ago.
Gun
He
to
stole
his-
his brand new Acura.
gun to his face and everything.
Yeah, took a gun to his face, took
Wow.
his car
Wow.
And his phone.
and his phone.
Then he got a call. And was it his wife or
Yeah, his wife, John's
called
sister.
his phone and she goes, I just found this phone. I found it in the I'm on a walk and I just found this phone. I did not steal this. I just found it on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah,
They
but
went
he got
down-
Well, yeah,
carjacked.
because if the phone was still in the car, they could use it to track where the car
Well,
was.
you would
And
think
there's probably
the
other ways.
GPS,
than GPS
yeah,
inside.
eventually,
Yeah.
but still. But he lives in Miami. He got outside Miami somewhere.
Yeah, it was in
It's not-
Hialeah. He was in Hialeah.
It's not the but
Well, the first thing they're going
every
to do
city's
is
got bad places.
Oh,
first thing they're going to
absolutely,
do is
absolutely.
disconnect that GPS.
If
That's
they-
the first thing they're
they
going
know
to
where
do.
it's at.
If they're professional, they're going to go
Yeah.
and clip that GPS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if they're carjacking, they're not professionals.
yeah, they're probably not professionals.
Well, I mean,
He's taking it
You
from
said
a
it
lot,
was a
like
brand new Acura,
going
right?
in 60 seconds, and it
Which-
wasn't that tight.
You said it was a brand new Acura.
Yeah,
And he'll say to this day still about gone in 60 seconds. He's still hot.
If it was brand new, it's worth something.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Angelina Jolie
Parts
and
wise,
everything.
that thing's
Yeah.
worth
Oh, tons more is what it's worth.
exactly.
Bruce, you're
Yeah.
no older than anybody at this table.
But
Probably.
you know what? He could have drove it right to a truck.
Oh,
Put it on
yeah.
a truck, and then it's gone. It's going to Mexico.
So
Or to a chop shop.
we got football quarterbacks going everywhere.
Yeah, we got a lot of football.
Deshaun Watson going to Cleveland
Yeah,
for $230 million for 4 years,
yeah,
all guaranteed.
yep.
That's beyond. I don't understand that by any means. I
And
can
he's
see maybe if you want to give him $100 million guaranteed or whatever, but 230. So if
all of it.
he comes out and he gets hurt in practice, he gets a career-ending injury in practice. Bam, he's up $230 million. And he's like, I got 22 girls suing me, and give me another 22.
Yeah,
He's now. I was thinking, when the decision first came out by the grand jury not to
indict.
not to indict.
Right.
I was like, all right, now the NFL is going to say, all right, we're going to do our investigation, we're going to do
They
whatever,
could very
and,
well.
and maybe come out with whatever. But all right, if no charges were pressed, did he violate a moral clause, whatever? They can come out with something. All
Sure
right?
they can.
The guy's already missed a year of football.
Yeah,
Okay, I think he's served his. I'm not saying he's right in any means by what they say he did.
right.
If apparently I don't know how many people on the grand jury of our peers, but they all found out there were
12,
not.
12's on a grand jury.
There was not enough to,
indict.
you know.
Yeah.
So
Here's the thing: we've all said this with these stories when we talked about. You know, there is a thing in Hollywood called the couch, and you're for the greater amount of people. It's well known. You're a mature adult. The couch gets you the part. Wrong as it may be, but it happens. It happens a lot in the industry.
It's been happening for decades.
And it happens in the industry and big business and all kinds of stuff.
We don't condone
Wrong,
it.
or as wrong as it may be.
Yep.
But don't bitch
But
about
don't
it 30
bitch
years
about it
later.
20 years later.
Exactly. 20 years later.
20 years later. If you bitched about it 2 months later,
Give all,
fry his or her ass.
Yes.
20 years, I wouldn't. If I was a judge, I wouldn't even hear it.
Right.
Unless it was something so bad where they were injured mentally, physically, and whatever else. That may be a different story, but still not 20 years. If I was the judge, I'd say, I'm not hearing it. Dismissed. You waited too long. Not 20 years. Not 20 years.
Waited way too long.
You know what I mean? As you're living in a house in Bel Air.
Okay, I could see. You said a couple of weeks, a couple of months.
Yeah.
I could see maybe up to a year as they're trying to collect the evidence and
Yeah, sure.
collect everything that they need
And get
in order
proper
to.
advice and
Exactly.
lawyers and all that. Yeah, I agree with
that's
that.
a good point,
I can
Jalen.
see that.
Kaepernick.
Trying to out for the NFL after he. Oh yes, absolutely. When he said that the NFL was nothing but slave owners.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't.
He's
It's
done.
toxic. I don't think anybody.
Dude,
would,
he's bad real fast. He's bad for the locker room, totally. He's bad for the locker room. He's bad for the front of the
I don't think
the
anybody's.
field.
I don't think anybody's going to take another chance on him.
No, they
I
won't.
really
They
don't.
won't.
If
But
they
anyway,
do, I
like we
think
were
it's going to
saying,
be an act of desperation.
But the couch thing again, 20 years later, I won't even hear it. The judges or whoever's hearing it or the prosecutors should be ashamed of themselves. Now, this guy Watson, if he said there's 22,
He's got 22 lawsuits.
Then
22.
it happened.
yeah,
That many it happened.
it happened, or could a lot be on the bandwagon because they were in close proximity
No,
to that.
I would say bandwagon would be 1, 2, 3s. You know, one you can see obviously.
Yeah,
This is a guy that's getting ready to get banked.
Did
If
you-
I file a charge or if I make an insinuation that he did
better
something
have
to
proof,
me,
man.
yeah,
he's going to pay off.
yeah.
That's what a onesie twosie's probably looking
Yeah.
for a payout.
Did you hear?
For
Did
22?
you read some of the?
The
Yeah,
accusations.
absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind that
He
he did.
He got
What
a
he-
massage. Didn't want to cover his genitals.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Somehow
He's being
somehow
aroused.
his private parts ended up in the girl's
Mhm.
Mouth hole. I don't know how that's tough.
Oh, accident. Oops.
Yeah. Well, you know that even with that, unless she was in fear for her life,
She could
Then that's rape.
yeah, that's
she's
right.
in fear?
That's a different whole different
But
charge.
Now the grand jury is going to get all that information.
Yeah.
will.
And they didn't find anything.
Nope.
They have to decide whether it's credible evidence versus somebody looking for a payout.
But you know what?
And we all know just because you got acquitted or no charges or anything like that doesn't necessarily mean there's no civil lawsuit. Because,
Right.
because
There's always
Right.
You know what?
OJ still got sued.
They'll all get paid, and that'll be the end of it.
See, I deal with.
That's not right.
I don't deal with this situation specific daily, but we're trained to recognize the signs of our students.
Yes.
And if something is going on with our students, we're trained with how to deal with it.
Right.
And the first thing that we do, and I had a student actually accuse one of my instructors of inappropriateness. The first thing I did was isolate her from
Him.
him, yes, and
Yes.
isolated him from being able to go and say, I didn't do anything to
Right.
her,
Right.
intimidating her. Well, he felt attacked that I was not on his side.
You're trying to protect them.
When in all actuality, I was nothing but on his side to make sure that the accusation was proper, that it was true, that it was a fact. I wanted to make sure that he didn't get jammed up.
Right. All the integrity was there.
Everything, all the if you use law enforcement terms, a chain of evidence
Yes.
wasn't broken. So when it was all said and done, he came back to me and he says, man, I was really mad at you because I thought you threw me under the bus. And he says, and I came to realize towards the end, what you did saved my bacon.
Good.
Time for
Good.
sponsors, Bobby.
All right, as sponsors, it's GTO Cigars. Those who know smoke GTO. You can reach him, the man, at 334-538-2949.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You just got to have the merch.
Okay. Put the next one up in blue so I can
There
read
you
that.
go. Now, move the,
The Cigar Enthusiast at cigarenthusiast.com.
that's right, with the bitch and beard.
And we have sponsors, cigarprop.com with Kevin and Jessica. Now, if these are listening to us, people with power, money, and enthusiasm would like to sponsor us, we can be reached here at the shop
Or online.
or online at all of our emails, which I think we have. They
Yeah, I
have,
think-
we don't?
Oh,
If not, they can message us and we'll see
Yeah,
it
you
anyway.
can get to us. Call Bones.
Everybody on here is a friend of somebody on Facebook.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but we can,
Just click on
we
that
can
little
be
phone thing and-
reached. So we're looking for sponsors.
We're not expensive.
No, ball cap, a visor for the golf course,
Because according to our taxes this year,
a set of balls.
We don't have any money.
We had
Golf.
No, we had no income.
Speaking of golf, you guys don't follow golf.
Not at all.
I do a little bit.
Phil Mickelson is not going to be playing in the
Players
in
Championship.
the Masters.
Oh no,
No, because he's basically been sitting out since January. He
Right.
said, I'm taking time off. I need to refresh through all this because he got in a lot of trouble with the PGA because of the Saudis are trying to form a super golf league. And what he voiced his opinion about that, the PGA didn't like, but got to give him a hard time. He just said, F it, I'm not playing. I'll just take some time off. I'll
that's a
relax."
lot of money he's taking out just for. He gets show up money, you know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He gets big money for showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
but
couple $100,000.
he's got big money anyway.
Oh yeah, I know, but you
So
know,
a
it's just
little
that's
time
like them guys who say, hey, "You're blowing $400,000." He goes, "That's I got it in
I
my
mean,
watch pocket."
Your entire life was spent doing something you like to do.
Yeah,
That's not work.
that's not hard work.
That's not hard work. No.
Not for 4 days.
Not when you got a guy carrying your bag around for
No,
you.
he's carrying the heavy part.
I got to figure out how to load. I got to get the pictures on the computer so if we want to bring something up, we just share it and we can show.
You know, I'm talking
I've
about
done that
golfers.
before.
Johnny Chips is a pretty good golfer, from what I understand.
Johnny Chips
and
Chips is real
and
good.
he walks. He don't take the cart.
Huh.
He plays with 8 other guys or seven other guys. They all drive, and he walks.
I would prefer to walk
Really?
as long as I got a cart, a pull cart carrying my club.
Club,
I
yeah.
can't carry a set of clubs.
No,
18
that's
freaking
too
holes
much.
in.
We're too old for that.
No,
I'm not going to do it anyway.
we got my friend Andy over in Orange Beach. He can't afford to play golf. They want like $300 a week to play freaking golf. Like $150, $60 a round.
I bet you
in
that
Orange
what's it called?
Beach.
That major could play.
Well, now he can, yeah.
Oh, yeah, now he's gonna have nothing.
At
to try.
Leavenworth, he'll be able to trim the
The
course,
hedges.
trim the course for
I
him.
got a three little things on cigars. Big Poppy, we all know who Big Poppy is.
Yeah.
Came out with a new cigar yesterday morning. Yeah, yesterday morning. New firecracker, $139.99 a box
Oh, that ain't
for
bad.
20 cigars. That's actually pretty cheap.
That
I
ain't
thought it was
bad.
10 cigars.
Talking about him, you know that guy tried to kill him.
I thought it was 10.
He got high. Yeah,
He got indicted.
the
Whoever that
cartel guy
cartel guy, he got indicted.
for pulling the hit on Big Poppy.
Yeah, and it was a real thing. It wasn't an accident. They were trying to. He didn't like him. He was trying to kill him.
Something about girlfriend. He's like the
Oh,
love
you know.
triangle thing or something.
Probably wanted to sign his baseball
But
bat.
he was in the Dominican Republic when he shot him in the bar.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Dude, you can't go. You know.
Well, that's where he's from.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So he was in his territory, but obviously wasn't like there.
I think a lot of the players in baseball now, if you look
Yeah.
at this, a lot of them are from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. They play.
They're naturally good ball
Used to
players.
have great players out of Cuba, too.
Yes. Yeah.
Can't do that anymore.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, I
Unless they move. And
I
And
just-
Spain's a good ball player. too.
really don't get
Spain?
the reason
Yeah.
for Cuba. I'm still,
What, the embargo?
I'm
It's
like,
boggled the mind.
this, we're holding on to what? Something that happened in the 60s?
Yeah, 62.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, yeah.
But let's
Doesn't a lot of it have to do just the fact that they're communists?
So is China. And
yeah,
China's got most favored nation trade agreement with us.
Well,
So did Russia until we took it away from them.
Then they didn't just pull China too, did they?
No, they
Not
pulled
yet?
Russia. Vietnam's a lot more recent. A lot more recent than Cuba.
We're gonna cripple that economy, man. The Russian economy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're doing enough to
the Cuban thing is,
it's gotten to the point now when rational minds are going, why is this still? And
it's just a turn of a switch, isn't it?
What is actually the biggest group of people that are forcing the United States to keep not dealing with Cuba are the refugees that have gone into South Florida. They're
Yes.
Republican.
Yes.
And they're big.
Yes.
They're big saying, no, y'all don't need to be doing this.
Right. Yeah.
Sooner or later, they're going to have to figure out how we can open up the relations again, and then how do we compensate those families that had land and businesses and stuff taken from them when Castro took power. That's probably the biggest slippery slope that there is on that. Reparations.
Yeah, sure.
That is a very.
They would be due, in my opinion, they should be due because they had their stuff taken from them.
Yes.
My thought is yes. At that point, yeah.
And Bobby didn't get to meet him, but Kevin Schweitzer from Rockefeller Cigars was in this weekend.
I met him.
I said Bobby got to meet him.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You said I didn't get to meet him. Jeff
I didn't know.
Yeah, nice fella.
He was on his
Nice
way.
fella. Gave us a few sticks.
Yes.
It was nice.
Moving down to Florida from New York.
Is he?
He's leaving New York like everybody else.
Like everybody else.
Yeah, he's moving to Boca Raton, right? Somewhere
He's
like
staying
that.
in Boca right now, but he's eventually going to move to the West Coast because that's where he's got like a.
So like the Tampa area or south of Tampa.
What do you say? How many
Thinking more
square
on the
feet?
West Coast. Something to do with he's got a guy that distributes Rockefeller liquor,
Yeah.
and they're going to do
They got liquor.
a joint thing, a Rockefeller liquor and a cigar thing.
Cigar,
So
yeah.
he's
He's
got
a nice
he's
fella.
got the distribution
Little guy.
to go. Yeah, he's a lot shorter than I thought he was.
Yeah, he was shorter than me too.
Yeah, he was on his way back. He had a van full of shit.
Yeah, he's a little guy.
More football.
So they got liquor too, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I'd like to try it.
I've never seen it.
I haven't either. Interesting. I
Well, if you want to try
I
some
wonder
liquor,
if
you got that apple pie moonshine.
I wonder if we could get him to see if it's possible.
I can just all I have to do is ask.
Ah, that's right. Oh, what's the worst that can happen?
They can say yes or no.
Sorry,
he
I can't.
did say
there's
it
no
was
way
a
I get it.
bourbon, right?
Yes.
I think he
Yep.
said it was a
Yes,
bourbon.
he did say it was a bourbon.
He's like me. He doesn't understand.
Did you get the invite that I sent you for the bourbon rum tasting from Jonathan Massano
No.
next week? I sent it to you.
Where at?
At Mosaics.
Facebook or Messenger?
I'm sure it was Messenger.
I have to look again. But Juju Schuster from the Pittsburgh left and went to the Chiefs. There's another target for Mahomes to throw to.
Yes. Should be an interesting year this coming up.
They got four of the best quarterbacks in that division.
The AFC is stacked.
Yeah.
And
It's gonna be
it's gonna be interesting. Cleveland, Cincinnati. I don't know what the Steelers really have going on yet. If they're rebuilt, they got to rebuild. Losing Roethlisberger like they have.
no. The Pittsburgh signed
I forget his name. Norm.
Trubisky.
Yeah, that's it.
Mitch Trubisky.
Is he going to be?
Well, he's got to fight. He's got to fight for the job with Haskins and Rudolph.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he either one of those comparable to Burrow? I don't know.
Bruce, I am going. I got my ticket and my room reserved. Mort's not going this year. Morty Fax might go, he said, because he's going to be back up.
You're going to fly in, right?
If Morty Fax goes,
it all depends.
I'm going to try to make it too.
It all depends on how expensive the flights are. We can't fly back to Omaha for less than $1,800.
Well, why don't you do it now and find out?
I looked and
We just got great airfare for me and Joe to go up to Philadelphia for August.
did you?
Yeah, real good.
No,
Real good
speaking of
airfare.
airfare, I learned something. I saw.
And we're going August the
I
10th.
don't know how true this is. A TikTok app.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick your trip. Okay, I want to go here and here on these dates. get the 170, the 178 round trip or whatever to Southwest, whatever, and then go to your reservation and say, oh, you can change your dates with no cost. So then go back and pick the dates you want, and the price doesn't change.
Oh,
I don't know how true that is. I got to try that. Speaking of flights, Davey's going to go to Australia after all this.
Yeah. When's she going?
It all depends on how quick her recovery is and everything, because Brendan got a new job.
He got the
He got the job at Qantas
Qantas.
yesterday.
Right.
So she gets to go
yeah.
friends and family. Nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the only thing about it is, obviously, you got to go on standby, but you pick a flight that you know it's not going to be full.
Yeah.
And they said they
Mine won't be full with that.
they
damn
automatically
time.
upgrade you when you're on the friends and family.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Party at Bones' house in the
Depends on what you do. Falcons get rid of Matt Ryan.
gone.
Gone to the Colts.
You're right, Bruce. If it's on the internet, it's true. The
Not for a lot of money.
Interwebs don't lie.
Not for a lot of money at all.
What's he got left anyway?
Oh, he's got maybe 2 years left? Maybe at 3 at the most.
Yeah.
He's protected.
Yeah, but all they got was a 3rd round draft pick. That's it. All right, Matt, you're going here. We're going to give him a 3rd round draft pick. We'll get a
That's-
3rd round draft pick. That's
That,
all right.
that might be a pretty good move.
How do you like that?
what-
Getting traded and going to a different city and all that, real just like on a whim.
And not because you didn't want
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Well, that happened to my cousin quite a few times.
With the
When he was playing baseball,
Yankees, yeah.
he was no, when he was playing.
Oh, okay.
When he got traded from the Padres, he ended up in Chicago.
Oh,
White Sox?
No, Cubs.
Oh, okay.
So the no trade clause that he had with the Padres was broken with that trade. So then they turned around and traded him to, God, I want to say it was like Milwaukee or someplace else.
Milwaukee Brewers,
And then
yeah.
he says, I'm not playing anymore.
So
it's
what-
just not fun.
So what happens when they break that no trade clause?
Then it's no longer, he can get traded to anybody.
Yeah, but don't they have to pay out or?
And they even
They'd
vouched
already
him-
made that agreement when he went to the Cubs. They'd already taken care of all the things that had to be taken
Oh, when he
care
got to the
of.
Cubs, there was no longer.
And
no
then they
trade.
could flip him right away from there
Absolutely.
too. Yeah.
Absolutely. And he went to 2 different teams after the Cubs, and I can't remember who the other one was.
But that sucks.
He said, "I'm done. I'm just not."
It
Going.
was family and wife and
They're all
friends.
in Southern California.
Yeah.
They're all north of San Diego.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
All
they
of his
just stay,
family.
right?
Yeah, his
Wait, where's he at now?
he's right now he's at home.
Oh, he's not with anybody right now.
I don't think so. No. His
He'll get something. He was
his youngest son, I believe,
a ball player.
is playing for Baylor. He's a slugger for Baylor. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They got a good ball team. Man.
And he's
Really good
one of
baseball
the
team.
starters.
Nice.
This next item is one of his favorite Ohio State players ever. Herb Street. Herb
He was
Street-
a sorry
Herb
ass
Street
quarterback.
signed with Thursday Night Football. He's going to announce Thursday Night Football now, along with still doing College Game Day. So they said feasibly, if there's a game on a Saturday or something, he could end up having to fly from where he is for College Game Day to
He's been doing that
the
anyway.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he goes to multiple.
He's been doing that on
Yeah.
Saturdays anyway. Yes.
Oh, who we got? I forget.
So
Who
Thursday
we got
nights-
Monday Night Football now? Is it Joe Buck and
Aikman, but Aikman
Yeah.
left, and they're looking at Strahan to replace Aikman. But Buck wants to leave now, and
What
who's
is
gonna do
Romo
Monday
in
Night
now?
Football? It's Sunday night. And did
I
what's
think
going to
Romo-
retire
Romo
too?
does Thursday too.
Did Sunday night
Okay.
retire? What's his name?
Dude, there's football on every freaking day.
I know, but
Yeah.
Sunday night is
It's not Buck and I
no,
can't
it's
remember.
what's his
Too many.
name? Used to play wide receiver for the Bengals.
Oh, Chris
Collinsworth.
Collins.
Yeah, Chris Collinsworth, but his partner retired. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. So the Thursday night's NFL, right?
Yeah,
NFL Network.
yes. But Chris Collinsworth's going. I don't know he finally retired. He's been on Al Michaels. Al Michaels has been
Yeah, he
on for
retired.
since they made a leather helmet.
I like Chris Collins.
I do too. I think he's great.
He knows his football,
He does. He knows the game.
and that's all I
I
got.
don't care what his
Herb Street's a
slang
good-
is.
Herb Street's a good announcer. He was a sorry quarterback.
I don't remember him, so
Oh, I
that
do.
really.
Oh, I do.
I don't hear.
I
Probably
do.
wasn't very good.
He was under the Earl Bruce reign, and it was bad. John Cooper, those were mediocre teams at best, and he was a mediocre quarterback at best.
I read. God, who the hell was this football player? Oh, the combine. It was Malik Willis. Where the hell is that? He was a junior. Or was going to be a junior, but he was going pro, and his combine numbers were just
Outrageous.
outrageous. So he went and had dinner with Steelers. Tomlin.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, it's
Regular
Tom-
guy. He's a regular guy. He said I sat there and BSing with him. He's eating his chicken wings and just
Bullshit.
bullshit. I like Tomlin as a coach.
I do too.
I like
Tomlin's looking at him as a potential.
If they can get to him,
Get to him, yeah.
if they can trade up and get him early, because this kid's going to go early.
Well, with good combine scores, yeah.
There's not very
sure.
many quarterbacks leaving.
Who but
college
that
to go-
combine guy? What's he like 6'8",
Oh,
280? Does the 440
Oh.
or something?
like 4.6 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, 280 he rates. Dude, how can you be that fast being that big?
That's the
He's
difference.
moving,
That's the
dude.
difference between football now and football
Yeah.
35
Because
years ago.
280 35 years ago was a fat dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Sitting on the sideline eating Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
280 is just big now.
Yeah.
Just big.
Like what's his name from Paper Lion? What was his name in the Paper Lion? Alex Karras.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Goes 265. Big bellies is in great shape as usual.
Yeah. And that is 35, 40 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
That is what you got.
I wouldn't wanna
Fridge
get-
Perry.
yeah.
Oh,
The Fridge was nothing but fat.
No, all his
I
bottom
mean,
of his
he
feet
could
were
move,
fat. Yeah,
but not that
He's
fast.
pretty agile for a big guy.
yeah.
Not that agile.
Agile enough to get in the football and let him run.
Well, yeah, but he
was
ran.
big.
He's
wow.
good for 3 yards.
Yeah, because he's big.
Imagine
Yeah,
trying to push him through the
yeah.
which they're allowed to do now, which I don't like.
Push him through.
Yeah.
Oh, tough decision.
You know,
Who's playing tonight? Is this what's it called thing?
you
That's
got
NIT.
NIT tonight.
Pushing him through what?
The running back now takes the ball and hits the
Oh,
line.
yeah.
They can push him through.
They used to not be able to do that.
No.
Right. Yeah. It was dead. It was the
At
ball
that
was
point,
dead.
yeah, you couldn't push from behind.
Yeah.
Now it's a scrum line.
Yeah.
When we're done in a few minutes.
Oh yes.
Who's asking?
No, we're just making an announcement.
Great Lakes Smoke
Great Lakes
Show.
Smoke Show.
Yeah, right
Go
after
watch-
us.
I'm not sure who the guests are tonight.
We don't know who the guests
It
are
really
tonight,
doesn't matter.
No, they
It's-
go
but
on.
it's just a great show. So tune into the Great Lake
They go anywhere
show.
for an hour to.
And
sometimes 2
we
hours.
got just about it, right?
Yeah, we're gonna cut you guys loose so that you can
Change the channel.
change the channel. Yeah, or have
3,
the
6,
kid
or 10, right?
have the kid get up off the couch.
Yeah,
and
that
change-
was the remote. I
Get
was
up
the
off the
remote
floor.
when I was 12 years old.
Hey, Bobby, come change the channel.
Put channel 48 on.
But we only
Dr.
had
Shock's on.
Down the stairs.
Yeah.
Shit, we only had like 13 channels back in the day.
We didn't
Well,
have that.
I had up in Philadelphia, we had 3, 6, 10, and then that what's it called? The public channel was 12. You know, there was
PBS.
Sesame Street was on, yeah.
You probably
And then
also
we
had
had
UHF.
29,
Yeah.
17, 29, and 48.
You know, I
So 3,
can't
6,
remember
7,
the
8
guy's
channels.
name on Sesame Street, the Hispanic guy. In the neighborhood,
Yeah.
been on there forever.
Yes.
He passed away like last
Yeah, he
year.
did.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. They got all sorts of
You
stuff.
know, you
on
got to
there,
figure
too.
from all that, Morgan Freeman's probably the oldest one still around.
We will
He was
see
on.
you
He
next
was on
week,
the electric
folks.
company.
Yeah,
He wasn't
well,
on
Rita
Electric
Moreno's still alive.
Oh yeah, that's
She was-
right.
She was on
All
that
right,
too.
guys. From the 5.5 Legs
2479.
Cigar Lounge here at Coast Cigar Company, we're going to bid you good night. From Bones, Mort, and myself, Maverick. Good night.
Night, folks.
Later.